tradition tells us what to do. Indeed it does. We're back with the Dexter Radley songbook today. We've got a song I've done earlier on in the series about the second song I did, but I never had a video for it and the audio wasn't that crash hot. But this is a song that I did in 2011 or 2012 with Dave Arrowsmith and Preston Braun in the bunker. And we did a bass and drums there, and I took that track home and threw about 3 guitar tracks on it and a vocal track, and then I got some samples off the internet somewhere. One about the Kent State Massacre, and the other one was George Bush the First declaring war on Saddam Hussein for the invasion of his oil fields in Kuwait. And I think they were Saddam's oil fields. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but Kuwait stole them off him. He took them back, and Operation Desert Storm drove the guy back into Iraq, where he waited for his George Bush II to come and flush him out, basically. And remember, they found that guy hiding down a hole in the ground. Remember, there was like 8 people who were his doubles. We never ever found out where they went. Anyway, this is tradition, and this is basically my political manifesto in 12 lines. Tradition is something that occurred to me when I was very young, that there's an order, a natural order of things, or an unnatural order of things is probably a better way to put it, and the way the universe and the world and the political world is set up so that one rule stays: they get paid and it's us who pays. And there's all sorts of ways that tradition is enforced on us, and these are just some of them. Anyway, I found some videos that help tell the story, and I also found the original video of George W. Bush, or not George H.W. Bush, Bush the First, declaring war on Iraq, and I managed to time it into the video in the sample that I used. So, from 2012, a very old song, reworked in 2012 by Dave Arrowsmith and Preston Braun, Dave on bass, Preston on drums, Dexter Radley on 3 guitars, vocals and sampling. See what you think of this.
The injunction requires all students living on campus to depart as soon as possible, and at the latest by 12 noon tomorrow. At this point, the majority of students have left the campus, and many are awaiting rides from parents and friends. The injunction has been imposed as a result of this weekend's campus disorders. This afternoon, 4 persons, including 2 women, were shot and killed on the campus during renewed demonstrations involving hundreds of students.
Members of the National Guard units at Kent State had fired loaded weapons without warning into crowds of anti-war protesters.
Tradition tells us what to do. Don't do what you oughtn't to, or something bad will happen to you. Tradition will win over something new. It's called tradition. It's called tradition, repetition. Tradition make you change your ways. Forget about those rebel days. Tradition makes you one rule stays. They get paid, and it's us who pays. Tradition has its roots in the teachers, the judges, the cops, the TV, and the preachers. Tradition has such frightening features. Tradition maintains the rule of the leeches. It's called tradition. Tradition. It's called tradition, not sedition.
Just 2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait. These attacks continue as I speak. Ground forces are not engaged. changed. This conflict started August 2nd when the dictator of Iraq invaded a small and helpless neighbor. Kuwait, a member of the Arab League, a member of the United Nations, was crushed. Its people brutalized.
It's called tradition. It's called tradition. Tradition.
Yes, tradition. That's pretty much my political manifesto. If you speak up, we will hit you on the head with a stick. If you do as you're told, we'll keep ripping you off. Of course, I could be wrong, but you know I'm not. That's all for today. Dexter Radley, Songbook, Lockdown 2020, Day 36. See you next time.